This is Matt from MGMT Boston. On this episode of Lantern, we are on Boylston Street today with Matt Giffune, the co-founder of Occupier, here to find out what startup he's building, what they're up to this summer, and in one of the most beautiful places we can be here in Boston, find out what's going on in this fast-growing startup. So Matt, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first question, what are you building? What is Occupier?
Sure, so Occupier is a tenant lease management software company. We build software that allows corporate, retail, and like healthcare occupiers to digitize their entire commercial real estate workflows. We basically take all of their lease documents, in many cases in the hundreds or thousands, digitize them into a full workflow tool that allows them to manage their transactions, their lease obligations, their rents, their dates, their clauses, and then more importantly also their financial compliance for lease accounting. So all-in-one suite for managing a commercial real estate portfolio from the tenant's perspective.
Yeah, and they've got fun customers like Shake Shack and others. So, this spring, this summer, a lot has happened in the startup. Like, what's going on in the company?
So we actually just announced our most recent fundraising round, which was a $16 million growth capital round with Unbundled Capital based out of Austin. So that's a huge milestone for us. We're like 7 years into this, so like to get to that point, it feels awesome. And now we're in scale-up mode using this capital to scale teams and basically just like build like a hyper-aggressive, kind of repeatable inbound and outbound motion for sales and service more and more customers.
Definitely. Now, 7 years in, you've obviously accomplished a lot. I'm sure it's taken some bumps and bruises to get to this point. What have you learned from growing startups that you would pass back to other builders in Boston?
Like we've been through the pre-seed, the seed, the Series A, the growth round. Each one of those steps has like a ton of different lessons. But I would just say like, try not to think too like long-term about things and just get stuff done in the moment. If you over-optimize and you over-process things, you're just going to slow yourself down. I know it's cheesy, but like move fast and breaks things.
Right.
Don't dwell on your decisions, right? You're never going to get anything perfect. So, just keep moving forward. Lean on your network, lean on the people that have helped you get there, whether that's fundraising or sales or just like product decisions.
Right.
So I've learned a lot, and I know that encapsulates a lot of what a startup is, but you just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. And last but not least, big second half of 2025 for Occupier. How can we help you grow here in Boston and beyond?
Yeah, so we are dual headquartered here in Boston and New York City, but what's important about Boston is that our sales team is here, and we do have plans to grow our sales team. So if there is talent to be had with SDRs and account executives in Boston that are looking to join a company that's going to go from, call it 300 customers to 10,000 customers in the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to be an awesome ride. So I think talent is one thing, and then just staying in tune with the startup network. You never know what connections are going to help you out.
Definitely. Check out Occupier. This is Matt from Occupier, Matt from MGMT Boston, this episode of Lantern. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Matt.